Now I gotta. Since nobody participated in my polls, we're just gonna have to go with Pogostuck. Alright. Copy. Doing the obligatory social medias. Alrighty. let's get into Pogostuck, I guess. What?
I thought you called her.
No. Weird. I need to change this on the stream. There we go. Whoa, what the? What the hell? Oh, I need to click over here. Now I can do this. Alright, let's get into it. Play. Why did we go in his mouth? I've watched a few people play this. I'm not good at the controls yet. No, go back the other way. Oh, there's a cat underneath me. Lovely. I've leveled up. Ah! This is already aggravating. Mm. No, go the other way. I can't get over this! Stupid banana! No, don't. No! I didn't know that you could change directions when you were landed. Ah, there's a bug on me or something. I think it was a cat, maybe. The rage is already happening. No.
Yeah. Ow! 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 Go! Yahoo! Go! Go! Waha! Oh! Oh! Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Woohoo! Ow! Oh! Yep! Go! Go! Oh! Yahoo! Yep! Ow! Oh! Go! Yahoo! Go! Yep! Go! 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 Oh! Oh! Ow! Yahoo! Yeah! Yahoo! Yahoo! Ow! Oh! Yep! Go! Ow! Yep! Ow!
Come on.
Oh! Go! Oh! Woohoo! Yeah! Ow! Yahoo! Yeah! Oh! 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 Go! Ow! Oh! Woohoo! Ow! Ow!
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Let's go back this way.
Yep. Yep. Go. Yahoo!
No, don't go over it!
Woo! Ooh. Ooh. Go. Yahoo! Ow. Yep. Yahoo! Ooh. Yahoo! Ooh. Ow! Ow! Ooh. Ow! Ow! Ooh. Ow! Ooh. Waha! Yahoo! Go. Ooh. Ooh. Ow! Ooh. Ooh. Waha! Go. Yep. Ow! Ooh. Go. Ooh. Whoa!
Oh, I want to change my wardrobe. What did I get? Yeah, kinda.
Yahoo! Yep. Oh. 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 Waha. Oh. Oh.
Oh, this is so hard.
Yep. Yeah. Ow. Go. Yep. Go. Ow. Yahoo! Oh. Oh. Go. Go. Yeah. Ow. Yep. Yahoo! Go. Whoa. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yep. Yahoo! Yep. Go. Ow. Go. Oh. Oh. Yahoo! Yep. Ow. Oh. Oh.
Come on.
Whoa. Oh. Oh. Yep. Ow. 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 Oh. Ow.
I wonder if I can. No.
Oh.
That's on my keyboard.
Yahoo! Waha! Oh. Ow. Go. Ow. Oh. Yep. Oh. Oh. Go. Yep. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Go. Oh. Go. Yep. Go. Oh. Yep. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Yep.
come on.
Ow.
Oh, come on.
Ow. Oh.
I could just
Yep. Go.
climb up there.
Oh. Ow. Ow. Oh. Waha. Ow. Whoa. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yep. Ow. Oh. Yep. Oh. Go. Ow. Yep. Go. Ow. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Yahoo! Oh. Waha. Yahoo! Go. Go. Yep. Oh. Oh. Go. Yahoo! Yep. Whoa. Yep. Ow. Ow. Oh. Ow. Waha. Whoa. Ow. Waha. Yep. Yahoo! Waha. Yahoo! Ow.
No!
Yahoo! Yep.
Man.
Oh. 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 Ow. Oh. Oh. Yep. Ow. Ow. Yahoo! Oh. Ow. Waha. Ow. Yep. Go. Ow. Go. Go. Ow.
I'm just gonna spin here.
Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. Go. Yahoo! Ow. 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 Oh. Yahoo! Ow. 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 Yep. Whoa. Oh. Yahoo! Ow. Go. Ow. Go. Yep. Oh. Whoa. Yep.
No! Stop clinging onto that!
Yep. Go. Yep. Ow. Yahoo. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Woohoo. Ooh. Ow. Ooh. Yep. Woohoo. Yahoo. Yep. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Go. Ooh. Ooh. Yahoo. Woohoo. Ooh. Ow. Ow. Yep. Yep. Yahoo. Yep.
I don't have a controller to plug into,
Yep.
so...
Yep. Ooh. Yep. Ooh. Ow. Ooh. Yep. Ooh. Go. Ooh. Yep. Go. Yahoo. Yahoo. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Go. Go. Ow. Ooh. Ow. Yep. Ooh. Ooh.
Just jump up straight!
Ooh. Yahoo. Yep. Ooh. Ow. Yep. Ow. Yep. Yahoo. Yep. Ow. Oh, ow. Ow. Yahoo.
Okay.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Yep. Oh. Ow. Yep. Ow. Whoa. Oh. Go. Oh. Oh. Ow. 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 Oh. Ow. Ow. Go. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yep. Yep. Oh. Ow. Oh. 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 Yep. Oh. Go. Ow. Ow.
My god.
Yahoo! Oh. Yahoo! Oh. Yeah. Ow! Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yahoo! Oh. Oh. Go. Yep. Oh. Oh. Go. Yep. Ow. Go. Yahoo! Oh.
I'm okay.
Ow. Yep.
I'm okay.
Yeah. Ow. Oh.
Just...
Whoa. Yep.
Come on!
Oh. Yahoo! Go. Oh. Yep. Oh. Ow.
Ah!
Ow. Go. Ow. Ow. Oh. Yahoo! Oh. Go. Oh. Whoa.
Let's go back over here.
Yeah. Ow. Ow. Oh. Yep. Oh. Yahoo! Oh. 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 Yeah. Ow. Ow. Yahoo! Oh. Oh. Ow. Yahoo! Yep. Oh. Yahoo! Yep. Go. Yeah. Yahoo! Go. Oh. Yahoo! Yep. Oh.
Oh, come
Yahoo!
on.
Oh. Ow. Yep.
Okay.
Whoa! Yep. Yeah. Ow. 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 Yep. Go. Yeah. Oh. 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 Whoa.
Scoot up.
Yep. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yep. Ow. Yahoo. Yep. Ow. Yahoo.
Ah!
Oh. Yahoo. Ow.
Oh my god, just go.
Yep.
Just go.
Yahoo. Yep. Whoa. Go. Ow. Go. Oh. Oh. Yep. Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yahoo. Yep. Go. Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep. Ow. Yahoo. Oh. Yep. Oh. Yep. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yahoo! Yeah, ow! Yep, ow! Yahoo! Ow! Yep, ow! Oh! 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 Yep, ow! Whoa! Yep, ow! Oh! Ow! Whoa! Ow! Oh! Ow! Whoa! Yeah, ow! Whoa! Ow! Yeah, oh! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Yep! Oh! Ow! Oh! Ow!
Damn it!
Oh! Yahoo! Yep! Yahoo! Oh! Ow! Oh! Yep! Ow! Oh! Ow!
When did I get to be level 4?
Oh! Ow! Yep! Whoa! Ow! Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! Yep! Ow! 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 Oh! Yeah! Oh! Yahoo! Whoa!
Ah!
Yep! Ow!
This is worse than Dark Souls.
Oh! Oh! Ow! Yeah! Ow! Oh! Yeah! Ow! Oh! 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 Oh!
Oh my god!
Whoa! Ow! Ow!
Stupid bug. Let me get over there.
Yahoo!
And no! Oh, come on!
Oh! Yahoo! Whoa! Oh! Ow!
I'm up! I'm down!
Yep!
Damn it!
Ow! Oh! Oh! Ow! Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Ow!
No! Damn it!
Yep! Oh! Oh! Ow!
No!
Ow! Ow! Yeah! Ow! Ow! Yep! Ow! Oh! 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 Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow! Whoa! Yep! Oh! Yep! Oh! Ow! 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 Oh! Ow! Yahoo!
Oh my god.
Ow! Oh! Ow!
Well, at least I'm away from the
Yahoo!
freaking flies!
Oh! 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 Ow! Oh! 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 Yeah! Oh!
No!
Ow! Yahoo! Yep! Oh! 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 Ow! Yep! Oh! 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 Ow! Oh! Whoa! Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Oh!
No! Not all the way back here!
Yep! Oh! Ow! Whoa! Yep! Yahoo! Yep! Whoa! Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Ow! Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! 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 Whoa!
Let's go over here. cat, stop playing with my shoe.
Ow! Whoa!
I swear.
Yahoo!
I swear. If you don't stop playing with my shoe, you're going outside. Well, not outside, but outside the room.
Ow! Yahoo! Ow! Yep! Oh! Oh! Ow! Yep! Ow! Oh! Yahoo! Waha! Ow! Yep! Oh! 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 Waha! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow! Yahoo! Oh! Yep! Oh! Yep! Oh! Ow! 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 Oh! Oh! Ow! Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Waha! Yep! Oh! Oh! Yahoo! Yep! Ow! Oh! Ow!
No!
Yep! Yep! Ow! Whoa! Yep! Oh! Oh!
You go too far.
Yahoo! Oh! Whoa! Ow! Waha! Yep! Oh! Ow! Oh! Whoa! Ow! Yeah! Yahoo! Oh! Whoa! Yep! Ow! Yahoo! Oh! Ow! Yeah! Oh!
Eternal!
Ow!
It's eternal, my rage!
Oh! Oh! Ow! Whoa! Oh! Waha! Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! Oh!
Come on.
Oh! Ow!
I go too far!
Yahoo!
I got a new hat. Yay.
Ow! Oh! Yahoo! Oh! Oh!
Fuck!
Ow!
Oh, I can't say that on stream.
Yahoo! Oh! 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 Ow! Waha! Ow! Yahoo! Ow! Yep! Ow! Oh! Ow! Oh! 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 Waha! Oh! Ow! Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Yahoo! Yep! Ow! 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 Oh! Ow! Waha! Whoa! Ow! Yeah! Oh! Ow! Oh! 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 Yep! Yep! Oh! Yep! Oh! 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 Yep! Oh! Oh! Yep! Oh! 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 Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Waha!
Come on. Come on.
Oh! Yep!
Ugh!
Yahoo!
No!
Ow! Yahoo! Whoa!
No!
Oh! Yep! Yahoo! Oh! Yep! Oh! Ow! Oh! Whoa! Oh! Waha! Ow! Oh! Yeah! Ow! Oh! Ow! Oh! Ow! Ow!
All the people who are doing great are probably...
Yahoo! Oh! Ow! Yahoo! Oh! 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 Ow! Whoa! Yeah! Ow! Ow! Yep! Ow! Ow! Yahoo! Waha! Yep! Yahoo! Ow! Oh! Ow! Yep!
Let's just get over this.
Yahoo! Oh! Oh! Waha! Oh!
No!
Yep! Oh! Ow! Oh! Yahoo! Ow! Whoa! Yep! Waha! Ow! Ow! Oh! Yahoo! Yahoo! Oh! Yep! Oh! Oh! Yep! Ow!
Hold on. I need a drink. Okay, good. Wait, there is a cat underneath me. Okay, that's better. No! You do not go that other way! You do not go right! Yet! Okay. No! Yes, no! Yes, no! 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 Okay. Okay. I don't know how I got over there. There's a fly! Stop trying to do tricks. Stop trying to do tricks, Suki! Okay. No. No! Okay. Come on! No. Stop trying to do tricks! Okay. Don't use your boost. There! Stay still, stay still! my god.
Oh. Yep. Oh. Yep. Ow. Oh. Whoa. Ow. Yeah. Ow. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Wah. Yahoo. Oh. Yahoo. Go. Yep. Oh. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yahoo. Oh. Oh. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Let's see what we got. Yeah.
Ow.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Ow. Yahoo. Go. Oh. Yep. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Ow. Yep.
Come on.
Oh.
I'm a top hat
Oh.
and a dress.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Whoa. Ow. Yep. Yahoo. Oh. Go. Wah. Oh. 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 Go. Ow. Oh.
I'm just holding
Ow. Go. Oh.
to keep myself in place.
Ow. Ow. Oh.
No! No!
Oh.
It's all open.
Wah. Oh. Ow.
Okay.
Yahoo. Yeah. Yahoo. Ow. Oh. Wah. Yahoo. Oh. Ow. Yahoo. Wah. Oh.
Yay! What did I get? I leveled up.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Fireworks. Cause baby, you're a fire. Sorry, my singing's horrible. I shouldn't sing. Cause baby, you're a fire. And I continue to sing. Sorry.
Yep. Oh. Yahoo. Ow. Yeah. Yahoo. Ow. Go. Oh.
No.
Yep. Wah. Oh. Wah. Oh. Wah. Yahoo. Ow. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Yep. Yahoo. Yep. Ow. Oh. Go. Go.
Just get over it. Just get over it.
Wah. Oh. Yep. Wah. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Go. Yahoo. Yep. Oh.
Bug. Hate.
Go. Yep. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yep. Oh. Ow. Yep. Ow. Wah. Yahoo. Ow. Yep. Go. Oh. Ow. Wah. Oh. Oh. Ow. Yeah. Yep. Oh. Ow. Yep. Ow. Go. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Ow. Yahoo. Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Go. Yep. Oh. Whoa. Ow. Ow. Oh. Yahoo. Yep. Yahoo. Yep. Oh. Oh. Ow. Yahoo. Yahoo. Wah. Oh. Wah. Oh. Oh. Ow. Yahoo. Oh. Ow. Oh.
Damn. Hi, Mimi.
Yep.
The
Oh.
kitty has come back.
Yahoo. Oh. Wah. Go.
Oh, your whiskers tickle.
Oh. Yahoo. Oh. Go. Go.
Okay.
Yep.
Be serious. Be serious.
Ow. Oh. Yep. Ow. Go. Whoa. Yep. Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yep. Ow. Oh.
No! I'm okay. Let's go over here and try that again. Okay. I found an easier way to get up, I think. Come on! Get over there! Come on! No! No! Let's go back over here and try that. Hesitated! His annoying little voice! Don't yelp at me! My arm's getting tired. Okay. I can get past this part. I can! I don't need to wait! I'm gonna try it here. No, that's not gonna work. It's that bone. Stop that! No! Okay. boost! Don't boost!
Woohoo!
I know, Mimi. I'm sorry that I'm yelling. She's looking at me like, no. Just all zeros. That phone call was just all zeros. I'm just like, here, spam. I'm okay. No! Okay. I gotta go the correct way. No! No! Why did I go that way? Why did I go that way? Why? Fuck! I shouldn't swear. Just go back up. Oh. Ah, cat. Go back down. Stop. Stop. transom? Is it disconcerting? Come on. Come on. No. No! How's the hat stay on? Oh, okay. Hey, I leveled up. Oh, hello! Hard bucket. Hello. Why are people here? Why are people back here with me? Is it just to pity me? I'm not very good at this game. Damn! Yeah, I feel like I'm having an aneurysm. No, I think they're pitying me. Fudge! I like to think they're pitying me with their horribleness. No, I'm not playing with friends. I don't have any friends, Bob. You should know this. Cat, I swear to God, stop playing with my shoes. I'm brushing your tail on my leg. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Ow. Oh. Yep. Ow. Oh.
Oh my god, I was up there!
Oh. Ow. Yep. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh. 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 Oh.
Damn.
Yep. Ow.
How did I get up there like that?!
Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Yep. Oh. 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 Ow.
I know! I'm almost at an hour!
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you.
Oh. Ow. Oh. Yep. Ow. Yahoo. Yep. Yeah. Oh. Yahoo. Ow. Yep. Ow.
Night, Bob.
Oh. Yeah. Ow. Yep. Ow. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yep. Ow. Oh. Oh. Yep. Ow. Oh. 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 Yahoo. Yep. Yahoo. Yep. Oh. Yep. Ow. Oh. Yep. Yahoo. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Ow. Yahoo. Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yep. Yahoo.
Mimi? Mimi? Where are you? I need to squeeze something. I'm not gonna kill the cat. Stella! Come here! Up, 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 up. Oh, now you come out of the woodwork, Mimi. Oh no, this is a 2-hour stream. Alright. Sorry, puppy. You flailed. I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I can't do this. I'm tired. I don't feel good. Is it okay if I end it? Let's check out wardrobe. No, I want my top hat. Yeah, the puppy. What? A 2-hour stream of this? Alright, we're gonna change games, I guess. You're asking for it, Transom. Cause now you have to stay. Cause you have to keep my health in check. Come on, load up. You did earlier. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now I gotta fix it on this, don't I? No, it's actually perfect. Ah, no! Hold on. There we go. There we go. Ah, good old road trips, full of promise and ripe with potential for adventure, soul-searching and incredible scenery. Or at least, that's what you thought before the novelty wore thin. As of now, your legs are cramping up, and you've exhausted your travel playlist 2 times over, and your stomach is begging for something to eat. On top of that, you're pretty sure you're lost. Hold on. Yeah, it's Gravity Falls. Yep. Driving through Oregon paints a picture of trees, and more trees, especially on the endless winding roads that you're taking up north. All that breaks the pattern is a sign that zips past with the words that you're just able to make out. Gravity Falls. The road continues on, giant redwoods looming on both sides. You find yourself anticipating something, because as you drive on, you can feel it. Something strange is bound to happen here, but something weird. That's when it happens. Your car picks up speed. The change came out of nowhere, and you put your foot on the brakes. But horrifyingly, this car seems to be driving on its own willpower, trying to stay calm despite the panic yelling in your chest. You pull the emergency brake, only to find the car resists and keeps moving forward, like something is pulling it. The car begins to rattle, the wheels screech against the country road, and you're screaming until... CRASH! Hold on. My mom sent me a picture of what she's working on. A new light box. If you can see it. It's a Pikachu! There's smoke. Why is there smoke? You cough, fumble for the door, and manage to undo the lock just before the door is wrenched outward from your grasp. Something lands on your shoulder. A hand? Are you alright? Hey, it's Ford! A man stands at your open car door, his hands on your shoulder, leaves to tilt your head upward, and he pulls a flashlight from his coat, shining it in your eyes. You blink, 2 blinks, and then he lets your chin go. Your eyes dart to the rest of you, looking for entries. Still stunned, all you do is watch. What's your name? I hope that caught. What shall we name ourselves? Something stupid, hopefully. I'm taking suggestions. Waiting for replies, if they ever happen. That's it! That's it! Pronouns? She, her. Grunkle Fondler and Stanford Pines. Ford for short. I would shake your hand, but it looks shaken up enough as it is. You seem fine, as far as I can tell, but you shouldn't head back out there anytime soon. Where on earth were you driving in such a hurry? You open your mouth to explain that a voice calls from inside. Boing Dexter! It's... Should I do a horrible accent for Stan? Because he's kind of got... he's kind of got a New Yorkan accent. Should I do a New Yorkan accent for him? Okay, Poindexter. This better not be one of your experiments again. I've had this place rebuilt too many times too. With some Pittsburgh. The owner of the voice walks out of the house and stops slawjacked at the side of your car and the side of... You're guessing his house. You must have hit your head earlier because you could swear you're seeing double. Sweet Moses, Ford, you've done it this time! What? This had nothing to do with me. I was testing my magnet gun and... it must have pulled this victim of circumstance into the house. I suppose it's entirely my fault. I'm incredibly sorry. Of course it's... Reassure him. Unsure of what you're reassuring this mystery man who just wrecked your car, you give an awkward shrug. It's alright? No, I must have done something wrong. A wire mix-up, perhaps, on the potentiometer. What? They're talking about your other mistake, Sixer. I can't do it. I'm horrible at accents, you know. Oh, right. Hey, look. It's fine, alright? It's fine, alright? Sure, there's a dent in the hood from the shack's signage, and a crack in the windshield that looks like an ominous triangle, but I'm sure she'll still run. You try to start the car, it sputters, but ultimately, nothing happens. You feel like crying. Out. Well, let's call a tow truck for this unfortunate soul here and forget. I'll take care of it. You're right, it is cheaper to tow it yourself. Sixer, get that magnet gun out again. No, Stanley, I'm going to fix this. What? Ha! You fixed this mess? I figured out a few alien vehicles in my time. Nah, you kidding me. Nah, you kidding me? I'd take some sort of miracle worker to bring this baby back to life, and this miracle worker is on vacation. Stanley, a moment. Ford and Stanley turned away, and you're left to your thoughts. Who could anticipate a car accidentally like this in the middle of a road trip? You can take care of the car, but how are you going to get home? They run buses out here, right? So you take the bus out of here, and then... Hold on. Okay. Ford and Stanley turn away, and you're left to your thoughts. Who? Oh. And then... Sorry. Ford clears his throat, shifting a little awkwardly in place. Seems like they finished their talk. So, there are a few options. My brother Stanley here could drive you out of town to find a place to stay for the night. Or, you could stay the night here. We have some maps and information you can look at in the gift shop. And in the morning, we can help you with your car. What do you say? Just as you're about to answer, another high-pitched voice comes from inside. Mabel? Mabel! It's Mabel! Uncle Stan! Picture this! A whole week of— oh my gosh! A girl that runs out of the house comes to a halt at the side of your car. Oh, great. Uncle Ford? Why is it that everyone automatically thinks I'm at fault? 'Cause you usually are! Well, this time it is my fault. But I've invited Grunkle Fondler. I keep forgetting that we're named Grunkle Fondler. And then I remember it. It's the best thing I've ever seen. But I've invited Grunkle Fondler here to stay with us for the night. If she'd like, I'm sure I can fix this. I just have to figure out how. Stanley sighs. I can take a look. Being on vacation's pretty boring. Or Dipper's fault. Yeah, it's usually Ford or Dipper. Being on vacation's pretty boring. And the old Stanmobile hasn't needed a tune-up yet, so it wouldn't be too bad to work on something in the meantime. Well, horrible, horrible. Thank you, Stanley. I'm sure I can put something together from the gadgets I have lying around if you need any specialized tools to help you with the job. And let me introduce myself. I'm Mabel! You can ask me anything. I pretty much know everything there is to know about this place. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I haven't even said anything yet. I appreciate your offer to let me stay and repair your car. Yeah, it'll be good as new with my hands. I mean, look at my Stanmobile. She's been through the ringer who knows how many times. She's still a beaut. He points out to a red car parked a distance away. You can't really see how beautiful it is at this distance, but he sounds really confident. Well, this turn of events is... do we want to say fortuitous or suspicious? Basically, who do we want to go for? Do we want to go for Ford or Stan? I'm down for either. Transom, who do we want to go for first? Because I'm playing this full all the way through, and then we're gonna start again and do the other route. So who do we want to go for? Do we want to say fortuitous or suspicious? Ford first? Okay, fortuitous it is then. Free repairs, free lodging, there's no better deal to be found. And if things don't work out, the town probably has some sort of auto repair shop you can head to instead. Well, I accept. Thanks for the help. And my apologies again. What an embarrassment. I must have made such an elementary mistake. As the pines lead you inside the house, Mabel leaves her number in your phone for you to call whenever, and you find out that the Ford twins go by Stan. This part's the house, but just outside the door is the Mystery Shack. Hey, have you ever been to the Mystery Shack before? I wanted to, actually. I saw a bumper sticker while I was on the road and got curious. You're interrupted by a loud, triumphant "Ha!" Those bumper stickers were good investment. And Sixer says they're too plain and graphically simplistic and don't have an address on them. Stanley, how is anyone supposed to find a place to attract customers? Sixer, did you hear that? Well, they are graphically simplistic. I don't know how she found the place, let alone thought what is the Mystery Shack was compelling. I kind of liked it. See? She kind of liked it. Hey, I like you, Grunkle Fondler. How about I give you a tour sometime tomorrow? Regular price. Tomorrow? Then I'll have to squeeze all my get-to-know-you questions in today. Grunkle Fondler, tell me, Capybara, yes or no? Obviously yes. At that moment, a boy passes in the hallway at the far doorway, and Ford calls out to him. Dipper, my boy, I'm surprised I didn't see you run out of the scene of the crime. Hey, Dipper! Crime? What crime? I have an alibi, I swear! Oh, you have someone with you. Hey, I'm not suspicious at all. Did you guys see that car in the side of the shack, though? For a second, I thought the Manitars were back with a grudge. Oh, yes, about that, Dipper. Meet Grunkle Fondler. I've, stranded her car here by accident. She's staying here for the time being. Sorry, stranded her car here? You crashed it? Yeah, the S in the shack fell out on it and everything. And the windows are cracked. One window, the windshield. And Grunkle Fondler was lucky to make it out alive. No, she's fine. No injuries, thankfully. The magnet gun's rather safe despite never having tested on a formal setting. Yeesh, did you not, take safety precautions or anything? Actually, the irony of the situation is that I was trying to install a safety precaution. Hey, if you two are gonna do your nerd talk, I'm gonna get Grunkle Fondler set up. Mabel, sweetie, why don't you show Grunkle Fondler around? Let her stay in, the storage room. That's still empty, right? I'll make it empty! God dang it, Mabel, you're such a shining star. The rest of the day consists of Mabel showing you the storage room you'll be staying in, then the kitchen, and the living room, and the hallway, and the bathroom, and pretty much a comprehensive tour of the mundanities of the regular house. Eventually, you find out that the family is even more extended than you knew. The decorative dollies you make a lot more sense, knowing a grandmother normally lives here, and her grandson, Zeus. Or was it Zeus? Whatever the name. You look forward to meeting him when he comes in for work in the morning. When you go up to the attic, Mabel opens the door to reveal Dipper. Dipper. No stuck in his book, but you catch him occasionally glancing up at you as he pretends to read. The next member of the family snorts up at you from Mabel's bed, rotund pink pig, who Mabel declares as her best friend and partner in crime, Waddles. The two are a perfect match, right down to the chubby cheeks and boopable noses. Yeah, they do have boopable noses, don't they? And in the evening, though you still been in disbelief over the state of your car, the family dinner and after dinner TV marathon you've been invited to made it seem like a normal guest stay rather than a forced circumstance. Returning to the storage room Mabel had shown you earlier, you find an air mattress waiting for you, more pillows and sheets than a summer night warrants, but can't speak. You wake to a weak glare of sunlight streaming through the small, high window in the wall. Why does it have a triangle there? I didn't see that before. Why is Bill there? You can't remember your room having this kind of feature, or any hotel or motel for that matter. Then yesterday comes crashing back to you. glance at the time to see you've slept into the afternoon. Experiencing the accident yesterday must have left you tired out. Despite having been assured yesterday evening that you were free to do anything in the fridge, you still feel like you're imposing on the Pines family. And try preparing as polite a guest breakfast as you can. You wash your dishes in the sink before you leave. Just as you're about to exit the kitchen, you bump into Ford. Yes, from yesterday, of course. For a good, solid moment, Ford regards you in awkward silence. Ford clears his throat. I believe Stanley's taking a look at your car outside if you want to be there for it. You give a nod and make to leave for real this time when Ford speaks up again. And I keep forgetting that's her name. And Grunkle Fondler, I'm sorry again for the accident. If I'd been smarter about, well, let's just say it's entirely my fault and you shouldn't worry about this at all. When it comes down to it, Stanley does have a knack for cars. I predict you'll be back on the road in a matter of weeks. Weeks? You can't keep the dismay off your face. You can't really bring yourself to try it either. What am I going to do with weeks? Ford, who'd gone kind of uncomfortable and closed off when your face fell, covers at the prospect of a question he can answer. Well, there's a town to tour, of course. And the Mystery Shack. Stupid fly. But if you ask me, all that pales in comparison to... Hold on. Did you hear that? Ford turns to the kitchen doorway to investigate. Sound comes again, and this time you hear it as well. A squeal of a pig, followed by a pair of quick footsteps running down the stairs. Waddles tumbles past the open kitchen doorway, and Mabel comes into view soon after, a few sheets of paper clutched in hand. Ford steps quickly out of the kitchen, and you follow to the doorway, getting there just in time to see an aberrant tug-of-war between Mabel and her pig over the saliva-covered sheet of paper. The paper rips. After nearly toppling backwards from her efforts, Mabel recovers, snatching the scrap of ripped paper from Waddle's jaw and lifting both pieces victoriously. Aha! Mabel wins again! Now I just gotta find Uncle Ford! Ford, who'd run forward to help and held out to steady this energetic child when she'd been in danger of toppling over, now finds a number of crumpled sheets of paper shoved into his hands. Mabel tugs urgently at his coat. Uncle Ford, you've gotta help me! Dang it, Mabel, what are you doing? Ford kneels down to face Mabel with a serious, though concerned look. Slow down, Mabel. What's the matter? Dipper found a stack of pages from your old journals, and I walked in and Waddles ran up and started eating one, and he must have chewed on it to warn me, Grunkle Ford, because look! Mabel takes the ripped halves of paper from Ford's hand and joins them together, holding up for Ford to see. I see. You took it as a warning? Yes, it says here that it eats small dogs, and Waddles is a small pig, but he sort of looks like a dog from far away, and Waddles must have feared for his life. God dang it, Mabel. Waddles seems to second this notion with a snort. It's not as it seems the pig is lounging adorably on the short distance. Or not, as it seems the pig is lounging adorably a short distance away in the hallway. You can't imagine what this dangerous predator could be. Some kind of wolf? Something bigger? You're suddenly not so keen on staying anymore. Remember the pterodactyl I told you about? Waddles was so scared that time. I can't let him leave my side. Pterodactyl? You suppose pigs are allowed in museums around here? How about I finish that repellent I never got around to completing? That'll keep Waddles safe from harm. Mabel flops down on the floor in relief. Uncle Ford, you're an actual lifesaver. Waddles, you have nothing to fear. Ford chuckles, lifting himself out of the kneel and standing back up. Alright, I'll go get my recipe. Ford turns to leave and you suddenly remember that with nothing better to do for weeks, you're going to be here. It wouldn't hurt to get to know Ford. He seems to know that what there is to do around town anyway, and you'll need that to not die of boredom in the first week. Or more pressingly, you could go check on your car to see what Stan's made of it so far. You're not exactly eager to face seeing your car on the side of the house again, though. Get to know Ford. Ford, wait! Need a hand with that recipe? I can handle it myself. Are you sure you could use a hand? Ford looks away, then you follow his inverted lines of sight to Mabel, who's just mouthed something that you couldn't catch. When she catches you looking her way, Mabel gets you a 100-watt smile, the picture of innocence. Ford rubs the back of his neck. Yes, I suppose I could accept some help. And with that, assured that Ford is on the task, you spot Mabel rolling away with Waddles into the living room. Before we get started, I suppose I should give you an introduction. Uncle Fondler, tell me, do you believe in the supernatural? What should we say? Yes, no, I want to. It's either yes or I want to, so yeah, I want to. Well, you're about to come face to face with the unexplainable yourself. You see, Gravity Falls is some quiet, unassuming backwater town. Much more lurks below its surface. Ford pockets the crumpled journal papers and gestures for you to join him as he walks. You do, and follow him through the living room and into the gift shop. For example, you must have heard Mabel mention a pterodactyl. Most would say not exist in the living world today, but I say not if you know where to look. If anyone else told you this, you'd be disinclined to believe them, but the authority Ford carries is surprisingly compelling. Ford reaches under the cashier counter and retrieves a packet of vintage-looking gum, inspecting it for a moment before slipping it in his pocket, and he looks around in thought. Hold on to my explanation for a moment. I need to retrieve some more supplies. Ford ushers you out of the gift shop entrance, so you find yourself on the outside of the shack, then he shuts the door behind you. Okay. What should we do? I say turn and peer. do you think, Transom? If you're still listening. Peek. Well, sturdy enough that the sun hitting it obscures your vision of the room within. You catch a gray and tan blurry figure that must be Ford at the far wall. You lean in close and have to step back before you leave a conspicuous handprint on the window pane. When you look back in, Ford is gone. Turn back around. You're just going to stand out here until Ford returns. Not too long later, the door opens behind you and Ford joins you outside looking no different than before. He must have stored whatever supplies he went to retrieve in his coat, but the trench coat falls too naturally on his figure for him to be hiding much. Where were we? Ah, yes. Ford pulls a pen and pad of paper from his coat, walking as he writes. I can't do that. I'd fall on my face. Just as you're about to head out, he stops and smacks his hand to his face. Oh shoot! 1 second! Ford hurries back in the house, realizing he forgot one important component to this adventure. A butterfly net! Before you get a chance to ask, he strides out ahead of you, obviously in no mind to tell you what it's for quite yet. The pair of you walk past the shack and down a well-worn path into the trees surrounding the house. Sunlight peeking between the pines. He double-checks whatever he scribbled onto the paper and tucks it back into his coat's seemingly infinite pockets. He probably did that on purpose. He probably has infinite pockets, like a Mary Poppins jacket. He stops and turns and faces you with a definitive nod. My recipe for repellent calls for a sprig of lavender, 2 thin slices of ginseng, a drop of bat blood, and a chunk of amber, and 3.5 milliliters of ink. He pauses, staring down at the path in thought. Obviously, I already have all those components on hand, all except for one last ingredient, a single moth swing. From Mothman itself. Mothman! You can't help it, you gasp. Ford glances at you. You think you see a hint of a smile before he turns back to the path and continues along, wind ruffling through his hair. You see, Mothman is the very creature on that page that Waddles seems to fear. Using a piece of itself should ward it away, or at least lead it to believe that Waddles isn't for eating. I would have already completed the repellent years ago if I had managed to collect that wing. Was it too difficult? Oh, I just never got around to it. Besides, Mothman used to come bad at this lamp I had lit out in the backyard. It seems like such an innocent hobby that I never had the heart to chase it off. But if this brings Mabel and her pig a peace of mind, then the time has come to finish this. Are we gonna kill it? Sunlight flutters through the trees, causing dappled shadows across Ford's coat as he leads in front of you. Break the silence. I say, how do you know so much about this stuff? That's what I think. What do you think, Transom? B. How do you know so much about this stuff? I study anomalies, anything unusual, strange, and just plain weird. I just began my research in this town because it was, and remains, a hotbed of paranormal activity. I made this exact trip years ago, though at the time I had no idea where I was going. It was just dumb luck that I managed to tail Mothman back to its cave from my backyard. Navigating the forest by moonlight is poetic, but not advisable. I made plenty of other discoveries as well. Fairies to gnomes to amalgams, that word, of creatures who were never meant to cross too. Oh, wait! Ford reaches in his pocket and pulls out a slightly crumpled pages Mabel had pushed into his hands earlier, smoothing them out and shuffling through them. Take a look at these. They're more definitely proof than just my word. You accept the pages from him and find that they're scanned pages from sort of journal, just as you'd heard Mabel say. Fluid cursive tells of Mothman, beard cubs, scamp fires, and more. Ford gestures to them and explains. I've detailed my discoveries in the series of research journals. The remaining pages, at least. I wonder where Stanley was keeping these. I don't know which one. Which one? I say you drew these, but... B? Were any of these creatures ever dangerous? Oh, extremely. Some were worse. Dangerously annoying. Though Ford seems to find his own comment amusing, he doesn't fail to notice your unease. I do have weapons in case things escalate, so there's no need to worry. You brought weapons? Not many. I have a stun gun, my fists, and my sharp wit. God damn it, Ford. I feel safer already. Oh. Okay. Ask him about these creatures? Which one? Which one, Transom? I say ask about the creatures. D. It says here that Mothman turns into a bunch of moths. Yes, that's how we'll get the moth wing. Then why not use mothballs as repellent? Well, I've never tried. Could the most conventional method be the unconventional one? Or would Mothman be able to overcome its mothy nature and persist? Ask about these creatures. You mentioned gnomes. Other places have rats, mice, or insects as house pests. We have gnomes. Picture your typical garden gnome, but more disturbing. Will we catch a sight of this pterodactyl? That pterodactyl? A doubt was spotted today, but perhaps we can go bird watching later if you're interested. So about this leprechaun. Ford groans. You wait for further answer, but that's it. There are floating eyeballs here. Sound disconcerting, doesn't it? Once I released them in my house by accident and found eyeballs in the most unexpected places for months. My guests choose not to comment on my choice of house decor. Gravity Falls is home to giant vampire bats? Giant fruit bats, actually. They were among the first to teach me not to judge creatures by its reputation. Only I realized they were harmless once I've been bitten by one. Oh no, that still sounds pretty bad. It actually healed quite fast. I attributed that to the health kick I was on soon after. You mentioned a gremlin? Ah, a rare specimen that I've since steered clear of when accompanied by others. Though if you want to see one in person, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to walk into that situation again for the sake of education. I don't want to know! So, what we have left, I don't want to do B. I want to do, you drew these, or you didn't bring your magnet gun. Or walk in silence. Which one, Transom? Tell me! A. You drew these? Yes, of course. Who else? We're not doing I've seen better. Because that's horrible. They're so photorealistic. I love your line work. These ink washes. Which one? Which one? I say they're so photorealistic, but you know. So which one, Transom? B. I love your line work. My work is far better, but I appreciate the compliment. Despite his understated words, Ford looks surprisingly pleased. Should I do? You must have gotten up to some pretty crazy stuff back then. Should I just do that? Alright. That's one way to put it. Only took 6 years for me to get in over my head. He takes a silent moment to look away from your gaze, seemingly in bittersweet remembrance. Walk on in silence. Let's do. You didn't bring your magic gun. I thought it would be prudent to leave its magnetic fields alone for a while until I have time to optimize it. You see, I was trying to widen the area of magnetic influence, but it's been a while since I last worked with the gun. I need to refamiliarize myself with its inner workings. My guess is I switched the wrong wire or two, and instead narrowed the beam. I'd like to see how it works sometime. That's us. Really? You know, if you're interested in devices like that, my old research colleague Philford would have more to show you. He's the engineering genius around here. Walk on in silence. Suddenly Ford's put an arm out in caution, slowing his pace. You narrowly manage not to collide into him, and take a quick glance around to see nothing? Look! There! You see what looks like to be like a bundled up plaid shirt moving along the forest floor. Wait, is that a beaver's tail? It looks like a platypus. Ah, what are you doing all the way out here? Don't you mean a platypus? Ford shakes his head with a grin. I mean what I said. It's a platypus. A platypus. Ford moves into a crouch, but stays at a respectable distance following the small creature. You watch him, after a moment, mimic his actions. Ford gives the creature a bright smile. At first, it's kind that you've seen since leaving Mabel at the shack. You're a cute one, aren't you? And you're one of my favorite patterns, too. Ford motions for you to move forward a little, to the distance he's maintaining. If I were to rate the oddities that live in this forest on a scale of least to most annoying. These two most annoying. These little guys will get immunity. They have done nothing wrong, and I appreciate them for it. As the two of you watch in quiet appreciation, the platypus ambles into the underbush and vanishes from view. What a cute little guy. Aww. The two of you continue deeper into the forest. Foliage seems denser now, and you look through the treetops for a glimpse of the sun, which is now dropped low in the sky. It had already been getting late when you left, but you hadn't thought Mothman would be this far out. Almost as though he'd read your mind for answers for you. Mothman is rather reclusive, and as such lives deeper within the forest than bolder creatures, like the gnomes. Are you alright? Huh? That is, are you tired at all? I should have asked sooner. It's just been a long time since I've traveled with anyone new. Stanley, tends to speak his mind without asking. Which one? I say I'm worried about getting stuck out here at night. It's either B or C. C. I'm fine, really. I'm glad to hear it. We still have some time until sunset. Let's wait here in the meantime. Imagine traveling with Stan. Is this what you do for fun? Why wait until sunset? Which one? What you do for fun? Saving my niece's pet from possible danger? No, not really. I mean, what about trips like these and your research? They come with a certain thrill, and I do enjoy my research. But one of my most favorite pastimes, Dipper tells me, is it's actually growing quite popular recently, is playing Dungeons, Dungeons, and more Dungeons. I believe Dipper's preparing a campaign he thinks will really stump me this time. I'm incredibly excited. The moment the sun touches the horizon through the gaps in the treetops, Fork gestures for the two of you to continue. You hadn't noticed, but you've been resting within short distance of a small clearing that holds a cylindrical stone marker. The stone marker bears intricate scrolls carved into its surface. Ford reaches into his coat and produces a packet of gum from earlier, opening it and dumping the pieces out onto his palm. Gum? Should we take the gum? I say sure. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I don't care what you think. Sure, why you came all the way out here to unwrap gum at sunset, you accept the stick of gum. Ford puts the remaining gum in his breast pocket. He unwraps the now empty gum packet to reveal that it was hiding a small piece of parchment folded up to act as lining. He smooths it out against the stone, holding it under the deep orange-red light of the sunset. Step closer to look over Ford's shoulder. The parchment holds a detailed drawing of the swirls carved into the stone, documenting every crack on the surface. As you watch, a golden cursive unfolds itself across the page, seemingly fueled by the sunset's warm light. Ford reads the words as they appear. Such a place the Mothman doth rest, but please do not disturb his nest. If kindness be something thou refet, for this parchment a little higher to prevent his shadow from obscuring the rest of the line. Follow thy nature and turn left. I think we turn left. What do you think, Transom? Left or right? Left. I think so, Grunkle Fondler. Fuck. We press onward. Oh god. Why this music? What the hell? Left leads you to a dimly lit cave, which Ford says he remembers well, except the last time he was here it was pitch black since he arrived in the middle of the night. From its depths you hear a faint sound of dripping water echoing off the cave's shadow-shrouded walls. You slow as your eyes attempt to adjust to the low light. Ford pauses in front of you, reaching into his coat for something. Hold on, I have a flashlight in here somewhere. This cave has never received much natural light, you see, and he rummages further, and you see a couple of dice, a pad of paper from earlier, and a quill. He has some custom pocket work going on in there, too, and you bet one of his coat's inner pockets has a pen protector in it. Here we are! At last! Allow me to... Darn, out of batteries. Wait, I think I have one. You pull out your phone and turn on his flashlight. The light is small, but it does its job. Huh? You saved our hides there, Grunkle Fondler. I was about to pull out a matchbook. With your light guiding the way, you and Ford move further into the cave, which yawns wide around you. It isn't until the silver of natural light from the entrance disappears that Ford speaks again. It's been years since I've been here, decades even at this point, but I'll always remember the eye bats as one of my first discoveries when I arrived at Gravity Falls. How did you find them in the first place? One got into my house, you see. I was making breakfast one morning and managed to find my cereal, box. When I poured the cereal into the bowl, it came fluttering out, agitated like it belonged there. The nerve. You still sound so indignant even years later that you laugh. I wanted to contain it for further study, but unfortunately it managed to get away. As I thought about it afterwards, its pupil had constricted against the light. I'm familiar of the bright light in the kitchen, so either it's nocturnal or it lives in the deepest, darkest cave of Gravity Falls. I found them easily after that. Did you manage to catch one? Somewhat. I came running through this cave with a butterfly net and my wits. I brought a working flashlight at that time. They all hid in dark corners. Once I turned the flashlight off, they flocked to me. I caught 18 of them that day, but it reminded me of the stealth uses of the rapid sounds of clicking claws against the stone startles you, a shiver running up your spine. The dark. Turn off your flashlight. Ford taps your shoulder and gestures for you to keep moving forward. Eventually, a narrow passage widens into a large room. Darkness shrouds the source of the dripping water from view, but as your eyes adjust, you squint to see a strange winged shadow. A shadow with eyes that glow red in the near darkness like rubies. breath catches in your throat as the realization comes over you. Ford is apparently fairly close to you in the room. You find when he speaks a few inches from your shoulder. You catch the shadow of his arm swing out in a wide arc, like he's introducing you to Uncle Fondler. I'd like you to meet the Mothman. He whispers, but even in the dark you see him grinning silently at you. Ford looks between you and the Mothman, apparently hoping for a dramatic reaction. Your speechlessness seems to satisfy him. Don't worry, it hasn't noticed us yet. Here's the plan. You make contact with the Mothman, and he pulls out a butterfly net and a large wooden jar. Now, where did that one come from within his code of mysteries is lost to you. We'll capture one of the 100 moths that comprise it. Wait, I get to touch the Mothman. I get to touch Mothman? Is that one? Is it A? Are we gonna choose A? You know what? Hold on. A? Okay, but wait. It's been 2 hours already. I think I'm gonna end it there, and we're gonna touch Mothman next time. Or maybe not this next stream, but the stream after that. Suspense! Cryptid hunt! So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it here, guys. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that stream, enjoyed me raging, and enjoyed the chill aftermath. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, a good week, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye!